For generations, our family history lived inside stories, spoken across kitchen tables, whispered at reunions, carried in memories, but rarely written down. This journey was born from a desire to see it, to walk it, to touch it, so that our children and their children would inherit not only the names, but the story behind them. This is the story of two families born in two different corners of Poland: the Pasterkiewicz family of the south, socially positioned farmland owners, and the Jagustin family of the north, farmers turned resistance fighters. Both family strengths came not from title or wealth, but from resilience, determination, and the belief that a better life could be built by hand. War would scatter dreams, yet hope would carry them onward. Over the course of 2 decades, members of the Pasterkiewicz family left Poland in waves, each one stepping into an unknown future. Czesha and her mother would come after the war, part of the third wave of Pasterkiewicz immigrants, crossing through Staten Island to Long Island to finally join her father, who had already been in the United States, working and faithfully sending money back home. Not long after, Franciszek, then a student with hopes of becoming something more, would also be invited to America, entering through the same historic gateway. He would work as a potato farmer, earning not just his living, but the respect of a local businessman, Czesha's father. Still, it would not be at a dinner table or arranged meeting where their paths would first truly cross, but in a moment of grief, at Czesha's father's funeral. There, in the shadow of loss, the threads of their two stories began to weave into one. This is the story of all that came before, of two families, two regions, two destinies connected through courage, survival, love, and legacy. It is told through 6 generations of storytellers and one journey home to where it all began. May this story now become yours. May you claim it, carry it, preserve it, and pass it on.
The story of my life, I give her up. I spend her love until she's broke inside. The story of my life, written on these walls are the colors that I can't change. Leave my heart open, but it stays right here in its cage. I know that in the morning now, see us in the light upon the hill. Although I am broken, my heart is untamed still. And I'll be gone, gone tonight. Fire beneath my feet is burning bright. The way that I've been holding on so tight, with nothing in between. The story of my life, I'll take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm in time. It's frozen. The story of my life, I give her up. I spend her love until she's broke inside. The story of my life. And I've been waiting for this time to come around. But baby, running after you is like chasing the clouds. The story of my life, I take her home. I drive all night to keep her warm, and time is frozen. The story of my life, I give her up. I spend her love until she's broke inside. The story of my life. The story of my life. The story of my life. The story of my life.
Frank and Maria Pasterkiewicz were married in the early 1900s, beginning a life together in their small village in southern Poland, before knowing that the world was shifting towards war. Frank made the difficult decision to leave his family behind and traveled to the United States in hopes of securing a better future. From there, he sent word for their eldest son, Marian, to join him. Together they found work at Grumman Aircraft, sending home every dollar they could so that Maria and the family could build their family home on the farm and live comfortably, complete with indoor plumbing. Their sacrifice was not in vain. With the money arriving from America, Maria was able to build one of the finest farm homes in the foothills of Sergova Mountain, a symbol of hope, stability, and the promise that the family would someday be reunited, but peace would not last. When war reached their doorstep, Maria and her children made a courageous choice. They took in 5 Jewish neighbors and hid them in their basement, knowing full well the fatal consequences if caught. When German forces swept through Poland and seized homes for military lodging, their house was claimed as a residence for soldiers. Thinking quickly, Maria convinced them to allow her family to remain. Quietly, and under the cover of secrecy, they transported the hidden Jews into the mountains for safety. Chesha and her brothers, still young at the time, carried food and supplies into the forest, becoming a silent lifeline between survival and starvation. It was an act of bravery that would define not only their character, but the moral legacy of the family. After years under German occupation, the war shifted again and Soviet forces moved into the region, taking control of the home and the village. The stories passed down speak of fear, hardship, violation of dignity, and the emotional toll that came with life under communist rule. At the war's end, Maria's husband Frank would send for Maria and Chesha to join him in the United States. There they would work in a sewing factory, passing the trade on to Chesha, who, once married to Franciszek Chigustin, would eventually open up their own drapery business, Charlotte Decorators, in Hicksville, New York.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Thought if I could touch this place, I'll feel it. This brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could just come in, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that built me. Mama cut out pictures of houses for years, from Better Homes and Garden magazine. Plans were drawn and concrete poured,
mama's dream. I thought if I could touch this place so freely, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could just come in, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that built me.
Hej, tam gdzieś z nad czarnej wody wsiada na koń kozak młody. Czule żegna się z dziewczyną, jeszcze czulej z Ukrainą. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, doły. Dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, doły. Dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń. Żal, żal za dziewczyną, za zieloną Ukrainą. Żal, żal, serce płacze, żal, że już jej nie zobaczę. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, doły. Dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, doły. Dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń. Ona biedna tam została, przepióreczka moja, moja mała. A ja tutaj w obcej stronie, dniem i nocą tęsknię do niej. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, doły. Dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, doły. Dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, doły. Dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, doły. Dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń.
Góralu, czy ci nie żal odchodzić od stron ojczystych, świerkowych lasów i hal i tych potoków srebrzystych? Góralu, czy ci nie żal? Góralu, wracaj do hal. Góralu, czy ci nie żal? Góralu, wracaj wracaj do hal. Góral na góry spoziera i łzy rękawem ociera. I góry porzucić trzeba dla chleba, Panie, dla chleba. Góralu, czy ci nie żal? Góralu, wracaj do hal. Góralu, czy ci nie żal? Góralu, wracaj do hal. Góralu, wróć się do hal. W chatach zostali ojcowie. Gdy pójdziesz od nich hen w dal, cóż z nimi będzie, ach, kto wie. Góralu, czy ci nie żal? Góralu, wracaj do hal. Góralu, czy ci nie żal? Góralu, wracaj do hal. A góral jak dziecko płacze.
Josef and Anna Jagustin lived quietly as farmers on the outskirts of Podborek, a small hamlet outside the town of Kołalewo. They raised their 3 children, Franciszek, Lewan, and Zosia, in a world shaped by hard work, faith, and the simple rhythm of the land. Josef, a veteran of the First World War, carried with him the memories and scars of an earlier conflict, hoping his children would never know the same. In September 1939, that hope vanished as Germany invaded Poland and the Jagustin family was forcibly displaced from their home. Anna fled with Lewan and Zosia to a neighbor's farm, while young Franciszek was assigned to work for a German-occupied farm, delivering milk to the creamery. His mother quietly trained him to stop in the woods each morning to skim the cream from the top, a small act of survival in a world quickly falling apart. Franciszek was eventually seized and taken to a labor camp near Gdynia, where German aircraft were repaired. As the Russian front advanced, the camp was moved deep into Germany near Stuttgart, dragging Franciszek further from home. Meanwhile, Josef joined the Polish resistance, living in the forest and organizing local fighters. In one encounter, Germans nearly shot him in the back, but resistance sharpshooters struck first, saving his life in a moment that became family legend. When the war ended, the Jagustin family returned to their farm, reclaiming what was left, but now under the harsh conditions of communist rule. Life was difficult, resources scarce, and hope fragile, but Franciszek would not return to Podborek. Instead, he entered a Polish-run engineering school in Germany, remaining there for 3 years until an unexpected opportunity changed everything. A Polish potato farmer on Long Island offered to sponsor Franciszek's passage to the United States, providing ship fare, housing, food, and farm work. Once in New York, he was welcomed by the White Eagle Society, a Polish immigrant support group led by Frank Pasterkiewicz. Pasterkiewicz often spoke of his daughter, newly arrived from Poland, but Franciszek and Czesha would not meet until Frank's funeral, where 2 stories finally converged. They soon married, beginning a new chapter that grew into 2 children, 7 grandchildren, and 20 great-grandchildren, the living legacy of the Jagustin name.
I'm about to have a good day, no matter what they say. The sun is shining down on me, birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day, in every single way. The God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. Baby in my arms, walking through the neighborhood, living in the present, not what I shoulda or could. I remember back when I was low as a rug. Now I'm standing up, look at what my father does, turning all things new, gray skies blue. Hear the church saying, won't he do it? I know he's got my back, that's why I'm singing that. I'm about to have a good day, no matter what they say. Sun is shining down on me, birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day, in every single way. The God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. It's a good day, no, it's great. Everything I prayed for didn't come in late. I got all I need and I didn't have to wait. Ask me if you love me, you didn't hesitate. Turning all things new, gray skies blue. Hear the church saying, won't he do it? I know he's got my back, that's why I'm singing that. I'm about to have a good day, no matter what they say. Sun is shining down on me, birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day, in every single way. God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. It's a good day. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, na, na,
krótka, ale sam las. Zaśpiewaj koteczku jeszcze raz, a wnuczkom śpiewamy. Też.
And they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart, like why are we here and where do we go, and how come it's so hard? And it's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. And all of these moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. But I know that they'll be gone when the morning light sings or brings new things. For tomorrow night you see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I have to do. But if all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene, I'd be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. We're somewhere in between together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey, now and when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time, and there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say. But I will still tell you one thing, we're better together.
Whatever will be. The future's not.
Siwy koń, malowany sanki. Pojechał do swojej kochanki.
This story does not end here. It lives in us. We are the inheritors of courage we did not witness, of sacrifices we did not pay for, of choices made long before any of us were born. Our ancestors crossed oceans, survived wars, hid the vulnerable, fought for freedom, rebuilt from ashes, planted fields, kept families together when the world was falling apart. They endured so we could live. They hoped so we could dream. They remembered so we would never forget. May we honor them not just with our words, but with our lives. May we build families worth passing on. May we live with the same courage they showed. May we choose hope when life feels uncertain. And may we always remember that our story began with them and continues now through us. So let us take our place in the story, own it, live it, preserve it, and when the time comes, pass it on.
Thank you to all who welcomed us with such extraordinary hospitality throughout our travels in Poland. You rolled out the red carpet, made us feel like royalty, and treated us not as visitors, but as cherished friends, as family.
Your warmth reminded us of a truth our ancestors lived by. Family is forever, and our doors are always open.
We carry your generosity with us, and we will pass it on for generations to come.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Dziękuję serdecznie.